Welcome back to TheChowTimePod. It's your host, Rick. The videos at Avon Cheek Slaying Headquarters. Most insane video on YouTube. Please subscribe down below. I really appreciate it. Let's get that chow. It's chow time.
People's body size is deeply linked with race.
I mean, yes, I do agree it somewhat has to do with race. I mean, Asian people just have smaller statures and are a lot more skinnier.
I have a doctor. I don't need 6 billion doctors.
He needs some milk.
Big boy team.
Don't do it!
Hello. How y'all doing?
Surviving.
Surviving, huh? So is that why you missed your last appointment? You just had your bypass about 2 months ago, and when you left the hospital, you were down to 546, so you lost only 9 pounds since then. Renee has lost almost 50 pounds, and she hasn't even had her bypass yet. What in the world is going on with you?
I guess I'm eating the wrong things.
You think it's funny? You have a gastric bypass.
I had a gastric bypass,
to
yes.
lose weight, and you're not losing weight.
I don't eat a third what I ate
just
before I
answer
had
the
that
question.
surgery.
Then
You're
we're not
asking
talking
me
about
questions that I don't understand no more than you understand.
What are you talking about? You're choosing to overeat, and you think it's okay?
No, I don't think it's okay at all.
So what is going on?
I guess I'm not eating the right things. I mean,
We gave you
Just stop lying.
the instruction that you need to follow, and you're not
Yeah.
following. And now you're playing this kind of game, and you think that's okay? How in the
I
world
don't
did
see how
somebody...
I'm playing any game. I throw up constantly. I eat what I can keep down.
That's how it works. You throw up constantly because the surgery forces you to when you overeat.
My problem is I'm holding a lot of fluid. I can't hardly pee.
Really?
I mean, I don't know what. I mean, you.
It's making shit up.
What do you mean you don't know? And you think that you're not eating and you're getting...
I don't want to get malnourished either.
Do you look like you're malnourished?
Fatality.
Sweetheart, Charles Barkley has 2 words for you.
I got 2 words for him. I'm full. I'm full. Put it down.
Hi, I'm award-winning fat activist and professional feminist killjoy Virgie Tovar.
She's an award-winning fat activist. What did she win? A 2-gallon bucket of ice cream and diabetes?
Award-winning fat activist.
Fat activist. Those are the only 2 words that never go together. Fat and active.
Get to the fucking gym! Oh, my.
That it does not mean bad, it does not mean unhealthy, it does not mean any of these negative words.
Weight is not a good predictor of health. We can talk about health, and I think it is important, but I don't think weight is a good proxy to do that.
The destruction of this scale is dedicated to all of the women whose lives have been ruined and ruled by it.
If people want to lose weight because they think they're going to be better human beings or happier or healthier, you know, everything's going to be amazing because they fit into a size 10, 12 dress, then that's
still big dresses.
I'm fat, but I eat healthy.
I'm fat, but I'm not lazy. I'm fat, but I'm a runner.
If I don't have diabetes now, I will.
He needs some milk.
Damn, look at them titties.
Weight discrimination. She says she did not get hired because of her size.
Those aren't real women. Real women are not that size.
The restaurant's
Are the women there that you see that size not real women?
response and why the law might not be on her side.
Isn't that ironic? She files for weight discrimination, but yet she's body shaming skinny people.
Those aren't real women. Real women are not that size.
Real women aren't supposed to be that size. Sweetheart, no human being is meant to be your size.
Correct.
And isn't it funny that fat people can insult skinny people, but when slim people insult fat people, it's the end of the world.
Now, that woman was hoping to get a job as a server at a
Kilt. If you guys didn't know what Kilt is, it's kind of like an Irish version of Hooters, where they're wearing kilts and like short mini skirts and like short tops. Who wants to see her at that serving you?
City pub. Hello, I'm Dominique Saxa.
I'm Bill Biassa. Thank you for joining us. Here's what's happened instead. When Sarah Brady showed up for that interview, she says she was turned away despite her qualifications.
Channel 2's Jennifer Bauer is at the Tilted Kilt pub right off of the Gulf Freeway. She's joining us live now with Brady's complaint and the pub's response. Jen?
Well, this bar is not open yet. In fact, you can see on the sign it says coming soon. You can also see on the sign that the waitresses here wear very skimpy outfits, and that's exactly why a local woman says she wasn't hired.
Meet Sarah Brady. Sometimes I don't even know if these people are serious. There's plenty of other jobs she can do.
Correct.
She can be an office worker or even a truck driver. The possibilities are endless.
Sarah Brady was hoping to get hired as a waitress or even bartender at the new Tilted Kilt pub opening soon in League City, but was shocked when she showed up for her interview and was turned away.
Thank you for coming and applying, but we've already filled all of the positions with more experienced candidates.
Sarah believes she was turned away because of her size.
Yeah, they were experienced in the gym. They understood how to keep their weight down.
I was really mad. I knew it probably had to do with I did not portray the brand image that they wanted.
Well, if that is the case, then it's a reasonable assumption that you didn't get it because you don't match the brand. I'm not going to go to Gerber and start cussing up a store. I'm like, yo, you got to put me in front of your baby food because you're being discriminated against my age.
A brand image that is advertised on their website. Kilt girls wear short skirts and small tops.
Real women are not that size.
They wouldn't hire me as a model because I am fat. It's the exact same thing when I say they wouldn't hire me as a sniper because I am blind.
Son of a bitch. You shot me in the ass.
They wouldn't hire me as a Victoria's Secret model because I'm overweight. It's the exact same thing when I say they wouldn't hire me as a male stripper in front of a straight male audience. The word model and fat does not go together. Now, Charles Barkley, what do we have to say about Victoria's Secret and fat people?
What they got down there, Chuck? Oh, Victoria's Secret. They got some biggest down there. Victoria's Secret. They can't get them cute little underwear down there. It's a secret. They got them big ass bloomers down there. Steve Kerr.
A few moments later.
I've heard from some complaints from the people of San Antonio. Why would that be? And they want me to apologize. That's not gonna happen.
What they want you to apologize for?
Me joking about those big old women down in San Antonio.
In an email, a representative for Tilted Kilt told Channel 2, our hiring and employment practices are in full compliance with all laws. When hiring, we seek entertainer servers who not only fit the costume, but exemplify a personality and skill set that is friendly, courteous, and customer-oriented.
There's no protection under the law for weight.
He says laws protect people who are discriminated against for race, sex, national origin, religion, and disability. But that's it.
Now, there's nothing for bald-headed people. There's nothing for short people. There's nothing for heavy people. There's just no protection under the law.
I hope that the next chubby girl, plus size, thick, whatever word you want to use to describe yourself, goes in and interviews with them. I hope you get the job.
Being slim, thick, and being horrendously obese are two completely different subjects.
True.
It's 2023. We do not need to pretend anymore.
Now, Sarah Brady tells us she has battled an eating disorder in the past, and now she says she is very proud of her body. We're live in Lake City. I'm Jennifer Bauer, KPRC.
So, like, you had an eating disorder, you didn't fix anything, and now all of a sudden you're proud of your body. How does that make sense?
Channel 2 News.
I truly and genuinely believe that loving yourself means making healthy decisions that does not harm your body.
I am this size because I dieted for 20 years. I gave up dieting because it was a loser game for me. It made me fatter. It made me incredibly unhealthy.
That just makes no fucking sense. I mean, it's just bullshit. Fuck.
You see, we do not celebrate anorexia. So why in the two rats ass fucking in a ranch Dorito bag are we celebrating obesity?
Well, a woman says that's sad because say Disneyland, that shit was built almost 75 years ago. People were just not your size. They're not going to rebuild a $1 billion ride or whatever, how much rides cost just to fit your extra fat ass. Come on now.
She felt fat shamed at Universal Orlando when she wasn't able to ride the King Kong attraction Skull Island.
She asked the crew if she could ride with one less person on the bench seat so she wouldn't make those sitting next to her feel uncomfortable. Channel 9's Lauren Seabrook sat down with her today, and Lauren, she says Universal staff refused that request.
And Greg, she says the whole thing was just humiliating. Universal doesn't have weight restrictions, so she didn't know she couldn't ride until she paid to get in and then was just about to get on.
This is actually my daughter's key.
Angel Morales shares a love for Harry Potter with her daughters. They bought annual passes to Universal last year and couldn't wait to check out the Wizarding World. Angel spent a lot of money on souvenirs that first trip, but for her, the thrills fell short.
Couldn't fit on any of the Harry Potter rides because of my weight. Did a lot of bag holding and Diagon Alley and that kind of thing.
She hoped to ride Universal's King Kong attraction because the seat is a bench without a safety bar. But when they got to the front, she told her daughter she didn't think they would fit without making others uncomfortable. A man in line overheard the conversation and offered to wait for the next ride, allowing Angel to go with her daughters. So on their second trip back to the park, Angel tried to avoid more embarrassment by asking the Skull Island crew if one less person could ride in her row. She says they wouldn't allow it because they had to push for capacity.
It's somewhat humiliating to have to ask for an accommodation because of one's weight. You know, that you have to put your...
Then if it's that embarrassing, then lose the weight so you don't have to do that. That's part of growing.
Yourself out there and kind of beg to be able to ride and embarrass yourself because of weight.
Angel filed a discrimination complaint with the Florida Commission on Human Relations and says she feels people who are overweight should be a protected class.
Their interest is getting bodies and getting money and not accommodating paying customers. That's how I felt.
And Angel says Universal did offer her a $100 gift card plus dinner and a movie, but she does not plan to return to the park.
In which she accepted. She received a $100 gift card, free food and movie tickets, according to sources. But of course, that wasn't enough, and she still filed a complaint.
This Landwell really just said
people who are overweight should be a protected class.
Being overweight should make you a protected class. Sweetheart, sorry not sorry. But being a fat ass shouldn't even make you a damn priority. This woman is literally a cheeseburger away from being on my 300-pound life. As my token of appreciation, I would have gifted her a 24-hour fitness membership, a yoga ball, and a piece of broccoli. So when she comes back to the amusement park, maybe her fat ass can finally fit in one of the rides.
Weight limit exceeded. One person at a time, please.
Oh, that's fuck.
What is there to apologise? When the BBC apologise for the black and white minstrel show every time they go on air, I'll apologise too.
But you said earlier that you regret Chalky White, which was that crude Jamaican
I can't keep
stereotype.
apologising.
But you regret, but you
who
don't.
do I apologise to? Ask Max Clifford that. He knows everything. Who do I apologise to? People I've upset. Well, you know, write to me the people I've upset, and I'll write back. But don't put stupid things on the internet saying, let's chop his head off.
Oh, I see. So you
can't have mental people.
You're happy to apologise to individuals who've been offended,
Yeah,
but rather
sure.
it's pointless issuing a broad apology. Okay.
Well, a broad apology. Okay, I'll apologise now to anybody in the world I've upset. Done. Let's move on. Now, you see, that's how ridiculous that is, isn't it? I think you apologise to people by your actions of today, not of your actions that were condoned and allowed, and actually, you know, saying, come on, do this, it's fun.
Damn, I like that. Yes, we should be condoned by the actions that we do now, not that the actions that we did in the past that were allowed. Like the whole N-word and stuff like that, a lot of people used it all the time. It wasn't as big of a thing, especially in songs. Now it's a thing. For people to get canceled when they were kids or younger, and when they sang along with songs, or they were in that culture, I feel is so stupid. Because during that time, it was a lot more accepted. It was a lot different. Yes, I agree that times have changed, but he didn't do anything wrong now, or they didn't do anything wrong now. I only use that particular example just because it's the biggest example I know. But there's a lot of other things that we do and say all the time, like the word gay. I mean, when I was a kid, we used that word all the time for almost every little thing that a guy did that we didn't like. It's just what it was. But, you know, nowadays it became such a taboo word. But for someone to be saying it back in the day when it was a lot more acceptable in the way they did, I don't think we should get canceled for that.
That was then, this is now. Let's all be judged by our actions, not about what we did and what was acceptable before. I think
correct.
that's a pretty reasonable thing to say.
But earlier you were saying that you
don't
hate...
want to move away from that, do you?
No, but earlier I remember you saying to me that you hate all fat women on the dole.
I didn't hate them, I just said they're good things to have a go at, and it doesn't really bother me. I don't have a conscience saying that an overweight woman is a target of comedy. No, not really. Eat less.
And if one of those texters now said, I'm really offended by what you said, would you apologise?
No, not really.
Why
I'd
not?
just say eat less, because that wouldn't really bother me.
Okay. I'm an overweight woman on job seekers allowance and I have a baby. Recently made redundant as a director from a 100k salary job. Comparing me to Jeremy Kyle attendees or stereotyping people who can swallow pride and can survive a fall is a sad moment of truth about Jim's cringe comedy.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, sorry. Okay.
Oh, so you are sorry about it?
I'm sorry to that one, yeah.
Why sorry to that one?
Well, it's just something to say. I don't mean it. Shouldn't eat as much.
Okay.
Well,
why say sorry and then say I don't mean it? What's
well,
the point
of
that?
It. Well, because that's what you want me to... Would it be better if you used to say sorry? I just said it.
I
no,
didn't ask you to say sorry.
I
I just read out the lady's text.
Yeah. That's real, isn't it? Of course it is.
You think it's made up?
Oh, yeah. She should have thrown a few other ones in as well. Got a bit of a limp and ginger hair. All them other things that people have a go at. Yeah, of course they're all made up. If I've offended that woman, I am sorry about it. But it's not my fault you're out of work, and it's not my fault you're overweight, and it's not my fault. It's comedy. Get a life.
Now, the whole body positive movement, the body acceptance, is for people who have scars, skin disease, people who have come back from wars, missing limbs.
Look at this scar. People fucking point at this shit all the time. I think it's made for people like me.
It's not an excuse for being fat. Now, before I end this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Now, before I end this video, John Burke, may you come preach to the gospel for us.
To the overweight people, I'm not going to accept you for who you are with that excuse of you should love me because I'm beautiful. Your personality might be beautiful, but your body is not. When I sit there and I look at somebody that's overweight, I find that utterly repulsive and disgusting. Why? Because it shows a lack of self-discipline. There are certain situations when you deal with a thyroid problem and things just like that. But for most people, they try and come up with excuse as to why they can be the way they are. And you know what I'm looking for right behind them? The children that are exactly the same way.
Damn
and it requires
right.
some effort on your part to get up there and take an active role in your children's life. Do it for the sake of your children, people. This isn't me being angry. This isn't me trying to fat shame. This is me saying you need to change your life before a doctor comes in and says, look, I'm sorry, there's nothing else we can do. Get out there and get active.
Get to the gym, men. I'm not saying this because I've been skinny all my life, guys. I've literally weighed 215 pounds at 5'7" before. Like, after my accident, I was hugely depressed for over a year, and I literally gained shitloads of weight. I lost it all because I found something to go after, and I wanted to lose the weight, and it's healthier. Guys, when I was that weight, the first time I ever experienced chub rub, I did not understand what the fuck it was. I don't understand how people can live with the chub rub. I was fat enough to feel my thighs chafing on each other. It's a horrible feeling. Please subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. Catch you guys next time.